Hi, I'm Audrey Hope. Thanks for joining me for another episode of Hope for Relationships. I am the Love Soul Healer, and today we're going to hear from Ken from Milwaukee, who wants to know the answer to the question, is there a dark portal in addiction? Join me to find out. Healing is so unbelievably simple. You do what needs to be done, and that's it. Over. Problem solved. Join me so we can save years and years of therapy by going to the deep level of the soul. Ken from Milwaukee, he emails me and he writes, I was so addicted to drugs and I actually felt like I became a different person. I would do things and say things that were not like myself. Thank God I got help and now I'm back in my body. You talk a lot about energy. What happens to someone when they use drugs from the level of energy? Can you ask a loaded question and let's get right to it? This subject scares people to death. No one wants to talk about the truth about what happens when you take drugs and alcohol. They just go, shh, let's not discuss it. But there is some portal that opens of dark energy. And when someone is using drugs and alcohol, what's the first thing that happens to them? They feel shame. They feel guilt, and they like self-slap, and they take themselves down. That is the portal opening to dark energies. When you turn against yourself, shame and guilt is so dangerous. You just stand and you bow your head, and you are out of alignment. You are out of the grounding connection, like as if an iPhone plug was plugged in and now you've got it working. If you snap that cord and you are not connected, anything can happen. How many times does someone say, I used to hear voices when they were using drugs? Or, I didn't even remember that I went out and I did that to the car. I don't remember that I went out and hurt somebody. That's because those were the demonic forces that actually got in through that portal, your wound, your chemical addiction, and took you out. And in order to be well, in order to be safe, in order to be healthy, that iPhone plug needs to be connected 100%, and never to lose that connection and that alignment, because that is dangerous. You are no longer grounded like a tree, like a boat, anchored in your own body, so that you are healthy enough to know what is negative and what is positive. So it is my wish to educate people on the truth about energy and addiction and why it is so dangerous and why spiritual power is needed to heal it. Because a divine force to snap back that light and that divine energy through the spine, through the body, that will take you back and give you back your soul. It's a soul retrieval that takes you back to your senses, where it lets everything be connected again so you know what is yours and what is not. And Ken, I thank you so much for this question, because it's a very serious subject. Sometimes you have to do, a demonic exorcism on drug addicts. I do it a lot. It happens. It's the truth. I'm so happy to bring it to the public because I am an addiction counselor and I spend so much of my time doing demonic exorcisms, because that's what happens with drugs. People are out of their bodies, out of their minds, out of their souls. And they love the dark forces, and the drugs and the alcohol makes them love it, and they're fascinated, they're seduced, they're tempted by the dark. So they have to make a decision. I am now claiming the light. And I have to say, do you want the light? You have to be able to state it and to vow to never go that direction again. And it's very serious. And that's the truth. So Ken, thank you for your question, and I'm so happy to be able to educate the public on the truth about what really goes on with drugs and alcohol abuse. So thank you. I'm Audrey Hope, and this is Hope for Relationships, keeping it real. If you have a relationship question, you can write to me in the comments below, or you can contact me on my Facebook, my Instagram, my Twitter. The links are in the description box. And don't forget to like and subscribe so we can continue to heal all our issues from the deep level of the soul. Hey, if you like my videos, and I hope you do, then subscribe and click. Are you going to click? Come on, click here now. Let's go.